Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, everybody. You're all welcome to this very special occasion in the life of Abbey Mortgage Bank PLC. I'll first start by welcoming everyone. Special welcome to you, the Special Advisor to the Lagos State Governor on Works and Infrastructure, Engineer Mr. Ayamide Adeyeye. You're most welcome, Madam. The Chairman of the Board of Abbey Mortgage Bank PLC, Mazi Ike Ohaidi, you're most welcome, sir. The former Chairman of Abbey Mortgage Bank, Chief Ivy Utonogo, in absentia, you're most welcome, sir. The former Managing Director, she's yet to be here, and the founder of our great institution. We will welcome her in due time as she arrives. When she arrives, Mrs. R.A. Okwechimen. Distinguished members of the board of Abbey Mortgage Bank PLC, you're all welcome. Mr. Nonso Opala, on his arrival, the Managing Director of EFG Group, you'll be welcome as you come in as well. The MD, Abbey Mortgage Bank, Mr. Madu Haman, thank you so much, sir, for the support in driving this project. The distinguished invitees, members of the press, you're all welcome. Management committee members, you're all welcome to this occasion. Abbey Mortgage Bank has turned a new leaf, a new chapter, and we are about to have our unveiling ceremony. And we thank you all for being here today. We will start this event with the national anthem. So if you all rise with me, let us sing the national anthem. National anthem. Thank you very much. You may all be seated. We will proceed in the program with our opening prayer. And I would like the honor of Mr. Felix to please take us in the opening prayer. Thank you very much.
Let us pray, please. In Jesus' name, in the mighty name of Jesus, Lord, we return all the praises to you for the journey thus far. It has pleases you to gather us here today for this special occasion. Father, we ask that you take all the glory in the name of Jesus. We ask, O God, that all through this program today, from the beginning to the end, that you walk also in the name of Jesus. Do that which you and you alone can do, and take all the glory. In Jesus' name, I pray.
Thank you very much. And we'll proceed with the next item on the program with the welcome address from our NG CEO, Mr. Manu. Welcome, sir. A round of applause for him.
The special advisor to the Lagos State Governor on Works and Infrastructure, Engineer Mrs. Aramide Adeyoye. The Chairman of the Board of Abe Mortgage Bank, Mazi Ike Odibi. The former Managing Director of Abe Mortgage Bank, Mrs. Ario Richmond. Distinguished members of the board of Abe Mortgage Bank PLC, the former director of First Bank PLC, Dr. Udo Udoaka in our presence, you're welcome, sir. The Executive Secretary of Mortgage Bankers Association of Nigeria, Mr. Kayode Omotosho, you're welcome. Other distinguished invitees, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, I am extremely delighted to welcome you to this significant event in the life of Abe Mortgage Bank PLC. I especially welcome our special guest of honor, Engineer Mrs. Aramide Adeyoye, the special advisor to the Governor of Lagos State on Works and Infrastructure, and other specially invited guests. We are very grateful for taking time out of your busy schedules to join us at this event. Abe Mortgage Bank was incorporated in 1991 and commenced operation in March 1992. Over the 29 years we've been in existence, we have perfected the art of providing banking and mortgage solutions to our numerous customers. We have successfully provided mortgage finance to enable them own decent homes, provide decent offices. For our school customers, we build classrooms, we build hostels. We have collaborated with and financed real estate developers who have built decent and livable estates for the benefit of Nigerians. Let me use this opportunity to acknowledge and appreciate our pioneer chairman in the person of Chief Ivy Ochonogo and the pioneer managing director, Mrs. Ario Richmond. Without their vision and steadfast investment and support, Abe might not have survived the turbulent years that have seen all our peers whom we started business with in the 90s, and even major commercial banks disappear from the horizon in the past 29 years. I think they deserve a special applause from us. I want to recognize the continued contribution and sacrifice of our shareholders and the exceptional leadership we've enjoyed from the board of directors under the able chairmanship of Mazi Ike Odibi. In the same vein, I acknowledge our new core investors, BFD Group, for their foresight and conviction in the fact that Abe is a good brand for their investment. They have injected the new blood needed to transform our bank to the new Abe. Although the Apple brand has evolved over the years, the bank wishes to stay true to its roots with the identifiable colors of blue, red, and white, for which it is known within the market. The rebranding and the new logo have been designed to reflect growth, protection, safety, and drive for innovation. It aptly captures the company's vision, which is to be the leading mortgage bank out of Africa. The new corporate identity sets the tone of voice and the visuals that underpin who Abe Mortgage Bank is and what it stands for. The new logo is iconic, it is fresh, and it is modern. We are all aware of the challenges that have bedeviled mortgage banking subsector. However, it still has limitless opportunities and is constantly changing. Over the years, we've seen gradual improvements in the operating environment from our regulators within the sector to progressive governments that have continued to embark on measures to make the environment more conducive for mortgage lenders. Of recent, the Lagos State government has started a review process to amend the state's mortgage and property law to address and incorporate foreclosure provisions. This is a very positive development for our sector, and we hope other states in the country will emulate Lagos State. This is just one of the several innovations which the state has brought in to try and improve the contribution of the mortgage sector to the economy. Our association will continue to engage with various authorities to continually improve the operating environment for mortgage operators. Abe has always been ready for change because a company must continually innovate and reinvent itself to remain relevant. Our organizational goal is to create opportunities to become the first choice for mortgages, housing, finance, and investment. Our new brand signifies just that, and it will position the bank to be able to occupy its pride of place as a clear leader in the subsector. We have aligned the new corporate identity launch with the launch of our new e-banking channels. We will be rolling out our internet banking and USSD platforms, which will empower our customers to conduct their transactions seamlessly in the comfort of their homes or in their offices or anywhere they are. Shortly also, we'll roll out an interactive and easy-to-use mobile banking app, which we are confident will delight our customers. So it is extremely an exciting time at Abe for all of us. The bank is growing significantly in customer base, in size of balance sheet, and share of the market. And we are very proud to say that we have returned the bank to the path of profitability. Our new corporate identity will help us to communicate where we are heading to and what Abe will stand for going forward. We are indeed privileged to have you join us today to to unveil the new Abbey brand logo and to launch our e-banking channel. I thank you all for being here with us. God bless you.
Thank you very much, MD. A round of applause again for the MD. And so right now, we'll be taking a short video presentation that represents our past, present, and future Abbey. Please take it away.
So I felt relief for this is here and came up to principal manager, and I was expecting to be deputy manager, and it wasn't given to me. So I felt really frustrated, and my customer came also to encourage me that I think you are the backbone of this company, that the best thing you can do is go and set up your own. And we formed Abbey. Mr. Hammer was my first staff. We came, we grew so fast, we had foreign investors. So it was easy to complete every requirement. Today, a lot has changed. The new group that came into Abbey had made Abbey a different company. Their efforts, I can't describe it. I felt satisfied in myself that I handed Abbey over to the right people.
Currently, we are embarking on strategy of restructuring, recovery, and revenue. Rebranding exercise has become necessary because for every institution, you need to refresh to play a more dominant role in the market, to compete with not only our other institutions in this sector, mortgage banking sector, but to also compete with the conventional banks and even the new fintech companies that are coming into the market. We want to be a major player, and therefore we need to rebrand to present a better face for the institution.
The current Abbey is in a transformational stage. We are looking at the past to learn from our mistakes and also learn about those values, those core values, which we still want to infiltrate our future Abbey, such as integrity and trust. So Abbey is building up on innovation, professionalism, customer focus. We want to ensure that our customers who have touch points with Abbey or any Abbey staff recognizes the Abbey spirit and the Abbey core values.
We sat down to say we need to consolidate on the platform we met, and we need to take that platform to the next level. And during the strategy session, it was very clear that one of the key focus areas that the new management should pay attention to should include creating shareholders value, enhancing the risk management structure that is on ground, improving operational efficiency, and also just generally improving staff morale and even the quality of the workforce.
Welcome to the new Abbey. Abbey is going to be full of excitement going forward. We are planning to be supportive towards all our customers and all their needs. Innovative, we're looking at the latest trends to provide you with the best technology-based services. We're going to be professional. All our staff will ensure that you get the professional service you want. We are going to be the best mortgage bank out of Africa. You just wait and see.
Thank you very much. That was the past, present, and the future Abbey in a very short video there. We started out the conversation with the former MD and the founder of this great institution, Mrs. R.A. Richimem, and then of course our MD explained to us really where we are headed, and we had there our beautiful GM IT Resources who enthused what the future of Abbey is going to be. We are going to be the best mortgage bank out of Africa. A round of applause once again for them. This is indeed a very special occasion in the lifetime Abbey Mortgage Bank. I have the ED Treasury and Operations who will introduce our special guest of honor before she gives her remarks to the organization. You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Permit me to ride on the existing protocol, and I'll just go straight to introducing our special guest. Before I do that, I would like to tell you a little bit about her. And before I do that, I'm excited to actually read it, because I studied student. So permit me to be a bit passionate when I'm reading it. Engineer Amide M. Adeoye, MNSD, is a graduate of civil engineering from the prestigious University of Lagos in the year 1982. An admission she gained through the Joint Admission Matriculation Board after emerging the best overall female candidate in the country for that year, having attained an overall score of 321. In addition to that, she was offered the Chevron Scholarship from 1982 to 1987, where she graduated with a second-class upper division honor. Engineer Amide began her career inclusive of the National Youth Service Cup with the foremost construction company in Nigeria, Unveiling Event PLC, in 1987, where her love, consistency, and passion for the profession saw her work there up until August 2019. Her doggedness, diligence, and commitment to work while there subsequently spurred the organization to decide to employ and retain more female engineers, interesting, where she consistently encouraged upcoming ones to excel. Truly a trailblazer, she rose to the post of a project coordinator and management staff in the company's region West Division of Operation in July 2018. Engineer Adeoye is a versatile engineer with proven contracting, procurement, practical field construction, supervision, and project management expertise for over 30 years. Having had the privilege of being involved in designs, supervision, constructions, and contracts administration of projects centered around provision of buildings, estate infrastructure, highways, roads, and bridges in Lagos area in the last 3 decades. Notable among some of the projects which he was involved in includes the Third Mainland Bridge, the Lekki Koyi Bridge, Adeola Deku Road, Bodilon Awolowo Road, Mara Garden Estate Road, Ikeja, just to mention a few. With standing ovation and clap, please help me introduce our guest today.
I wouldn't want to rest on existing protocols because I don't think the upper table here is so large numbers, so I will just try to identify and acknowledge particularly the founder, Adam Mortgage Bank, former MD, Mrs. R. Smith. Unavoidably absent, but I'm sure the video that I got there actually speaks to a passion, the entrepreneurial spirit in her, when she said she was a little bit frustrated, but people encouraged her. And that's what this life is all about. Encouraging people to excel. In anything that you find yourself doing, always encourage. Be an encourager. The chairman, Mazi Ige, Eko Ige, Mr. Madu Haman, the MD CEO, Abeba, and Mr. Noso Pala, Chairman BPFD. I don't think he's here, I haven't seen him, but is he around? A very good morning to the entire staff and management of Abe Group. I was not seen also the IT lady. I'm a little bit passionate about women and gender sensitive. I tell people that it takes a lot of effort. Oh, sorry, this mask is not, okay, thank you. Good morning. Good morning all. In a world entirely dominated by men, when you see women excel, I think it's always good to encourage one another. I keep saying this again and again and again. I'm indeed delighted to be part of this celebration, a refreshment of the brand identity of the Performance Mortgage Bank, Abbey Mortgage. There is no element of doubt whatsoever in my mind that either at the formal or the formal levels, Abbey Mortgage Bank is a premium mortgage bank in the Nigerian mortgage sector and a winning brand by all standards. I'm sure today's repositioning is just another way of saying thank you to your loyal customers and perhaps a marketing strategy for even gaining more of the existing passive market share. You know, I would have sung the song, but I did not want to break my flow. I wouldn't want to break my flow. There's a Yoruba saying that says, "Oh yeah, Arason, I recollect those days. Abbey Mortgage Bank used to be one of the banks during the 90s that you would always see that advert in the TV. You know, so coming 29 years after, and you're still standing, not just existing, and you're actually making a determined effort to reposition yourself. I think it speaks to a strong determination to want to excel. I think this way because rebranding such as this will not just ensure improved market share, but will increase productivity of the bank, raise the bar for improved service delivery to the people. This is why it's important to continue to work on the improvement, the renewal, and sustenance of existing brand. The main objective of the mass housing is to provide affordable, habitable accommodation within suitable, well-planned environments which will achieve the greatest good for the greatest number of people within the socio-economic strata. However, government alone cannot tackle the problems of housing deficits. Without private financing and mortgage institutions such as yours, this is why accommodation shortage still persists. The housing sector, of course, you all know, is bedeviled by various financing challenges, some of which are unrelated to all of this. Affordability both in terms of pricing of the homes and purchasing the property by the citizens. Affordability in terms of financing for the promotion of mass housing and infrastructure as a major component in the overall housing of the project cost. Cost and difficulty in the process of tax documentation. High cost of building materials. To address this and many more financing issues, citizens must have access to mortgage facilities through a thriving primary mortgage market that is sustained by a secondary mortgage market. In appraising the primary mortgage market, there is a need to identify reasons for the inefficiency or the low activity, as it might be called, of the primary mortgage market and the factors affecting the workability of the mortgage system in Nigeria. Some of the limiting factors include the fact that the earning capacity or the income is very low, plus the earning capacity vis-a-vis the mortgage repayment schedule is not workable in most times. In most cases, mortgage interest rates are mostly in the double digits and therefore too high even when spread over long tenures. Mortgage banks are unable to give single-digit interest rates because they require long-term funding because of the risk elements added to mortgage, which have not been mitigated enough to give them the required comfort. Thus, the mortgage bank high risk translates to high interest rates identified and includes the fear of default by mortgagors. Existing laws are not effective enough to facilitate foreclosing and repossession of property. I'm happy to say here that the Lagos State government, like the MD said, we are have your seat. And congratulations. Congrats, ma'am. The MD, while speaking, the chairman and founder, the former MD and the founder, Mrs. Okutume, came in. Good morning, ma'am, and congratulations. Congratulations. Without the entire entrepreneurial spirit in you, I'm sure most of us would not be here today. So once again, continue to be the encourager that you have always been. Thank you, ma'am. The MD said something that was worthwhile, that Lagos State Government, the House of Assembly, we recently were in the process of finalizing the laws on foreclosure, and I'm sure that will benefit this industry to a large extent. The imperfect title documentation and cumbersome procedure and high cost in obtaining title to land, costs attendant to completion of mortgage transactions are rather high when allocated. This is why primary mortgage institutions such as yours require a deep source of funding in terms of size and long-term financing you can access through the capital market, where pension funds, the commercial stock funds, and other long-term private investors funds abound. There is also a need for the establishment of mortgage division in the judiciary in order to complete the process for foreclosure in case of debt default. Lagos State Government has already set the pace by establishing a mortgage division to the State High Court. So we're doing so many things just to ensure things to work in this space. In order for the primary mortgage market to thrive, it must be backed by a viable secondary mortgage market. The following, however, crucial to the evolution of the secondary mortgage market. The primary mortgages must be convertible into tradable instruments. A condition precedent is the need for standardization of the mortgage procedure amongst all mortgage institutions. Transparency and absence of ambiguity is mandatory in mortgage transactions. A credible means of providing and exchanging full details and information of mortgages also must be established. Assessment of properties and evaluation of assets or houses must be uniform and standardized. And reputable raters can be involved to classify the mortgage transactions into either prime or subprime and effectively increase their availability as securities. Last but not the least, credible and pooled mortgage debts must be convertible into mortgage-backed securities that are traded in the capital stock market. A shift in mindset will also be required for existing and prospective customers. A shift in mindset is required. It can no longer be business as usual. Borrowers should be determined more than ever before to comply with mortgage rules and regulations and be ready to make payments for their loans as appointed. It's my belief that through this branding, Abe Mortgage will scale up its activities and imbibe the required paradigm shift of orthodox strategy of being reactionary into a more proactive, customer-centric, and well-structured mortgage institution with personnel who are well-motivated and who have the right attitude and skills to deliver on the corporate goals. Finally, on this note, I'd like to say very big happy congratulations to the entire management and staff of Abe Mortgage Homes, just as we unveiled your logo, and I want to be very sure that the newness of ideas, innovation, and the dexterity and creativity that you bring to board in the new coming months and years will increase all this company into leaps and bounds. As you said, in your larger vision, you want the mortgage bank to look out for Africa, and I pray and hope sincerely that this will be obviously on for. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Engineer Mrs. Aramide Adeyeye, for that. A round of applause again for her. Would like to formally welcome our former MD and founder of this great institution, Mrs. R.A. Okutume. Please a round of applause and a standing ovation for her. And most welcome, ma'am. Please sit down, ma'am. Also would like to recognize the presence of the group chairman of VFD Group, the Group Managing Director of BFG Group. I beg your pardon there, Mr. Amoso Opala, also a non-executive director of Abbey Mortgage Bank. Also would like to recognize one of our board members, Ms. Okpechemejua. Welcome. Okay, so we have had a few good moments in here, and we want to thank everyone for being a part of this occasion. Members of the press, distinguished members, we thank you for your presence here. Right now, we are about to go into the unveiling ceremony of this just an introductory video that will help us to understand our journey so far into the new Abbey. Please take it away, the video, please.
Everybody dreams of a new, different and better world. For us, from time immemorial, it's been all about helping people build that new world. We pride ourselves in being in the business of building dreams. Starting from the virgin fields of Apapa in 1992, we expanded all across Nigeria, founding legacies that still remain today. One house became a neighborhood. One vision became many realities. With the machinery that makes dreams come to fruition, we've become the people who dig deeper, search farther, and build higher to surpass that first seed. From the pressing need to make legacies to the simple bare necessity of building a home for all, one visionary pioneered this new way of making dreams come true, sparking a culture built on creativity and relationship, and a promise to meet the growing demand for shelter, for family, for heritage. A reliable partnership, engineering your future one roof at a time. The Abbey people, those who design, build, and support even from the smallest to the most audacious of dreams. To the customer whose dreams have ultimately kept us in business for decades, with whom we've built realities together, surpassed expectations with one another, and moreover, raised standards, we say thank you. We have kept the world moving forward, one generation to the one after that, through the good times, and definitely through the worst of them. We've stayed with you from the foundations and till now. What started many years ago carries on till this day in new ways, new places, new faces, and a renewed resolution to deliver even new solutions. As we welcome a new dawn, as we open our doors even wider, we know we've got more room for more dreams. We believe that we serve only one purpose: building bigger dreams together. This is Abbey.
everyone. A round of applause. Abbey Mortgage Bank PLC has unveiled its new identity. A round of applause once again, everybody. A round of applause. Thank you so much, members of the press. Thank you. So we are going into the next item before we round off this program. Would like to have a short address from the chairman of the organization, Mr. Mazi Ibie, just to wrap up this event, and then we'll have the closing remarks from Mr. Nonso Opala.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The board is very highly delighted to have an event like this happening today in the presence of the state government, Lagos State government, our shareholders, some of our regulators, some of our colleagues in the industry, members of our staff and management. It is really indeed a pleasure. In the presence of the founder and how she struggled and we struggled cleaning the floors. Today, we are now having the younger ones doing the bits, going higher and higher. The good thing about the event of today is the unveiling of the bigger dreams. We had a dream. Our dream was good enough, but it wasn't as big as it is today. We stood the time of test, the times of trial, we overcame. But today, we are happy that younger ones have come with bigger vision, with bigger dreams. And we're also happy that we are alive seeing this happen. And we will be alive to reap the fruits of these bigger dreams. And more importantly, the pronouncements of the Lagos State government through the representative here, the assistant works and infrastructure, Mrs. Adedoye. We are happy of the new developments in the mortgage laws the Lagos State have already initiated, and we believe too that it will go around the whole federation. Without adequate laws that will support the vision of mortgage industry, efforts will be in totality. But with adequate mortgage laws that will ensure the easy operation of the institutions and organizations in mortgage, Nigeria will go places. We are still in a very huge deficit of housing in this nation. But with the support of Lagos State government and others, especially federal government, I think Nigeria will go places. And our own vision as an institution to be not one of the biggest, but the biggest mortgage institutions out of Africa will soon be realized. And we thank you all that have come to witness this unveiling, and we will invite you again when the fruits will begin to flourish, and you'll be part of it. Thank you, and thank you. Remain blessed, and God bless you.
Thank you very much, sir. And to wrap up this event, before we have the press conference, we'd like to invite Mr. Nonso Opala to give the event.
Good day, everyone. Today is quite an exciting day. Today is quite an exciting day, and I will be standing on existing protocols, but special recognition to the representative of the state governor, special advisor to the governor on works and infrastructure, engineer Mrs. Aramide Adedoye.
Still on recognizing, I recognize our board chair, someone who has, through great wisdom, navigated and helped us get to this point in the life of Abe. He was chair at a very critical point, and he has provided the required leadership to the board and to the company. I would like to recognize also the MD, who has, through this same critical period, led us strongly. But special thanks and recognition goes to Mommy, Mrs. Obechime, who had a great insight of establishing the firm 29 years ago. And in those 29 years, to a large extent, she has done broken ground on areas where, typically, women leadership are not dominated. I would say that in the sphere that she has operated, she was easily one of the female leaders in that space, and she has distinguished herself and made every other lady proud to be associated with her. But one thing that she did very well, which we will always give thanks to her, is the fact that in establishing a dream and holding a dream, she did not suffocate the dream. She allowed the firm to grow, and when it was time to make a transition, she had the wisdom and the discipline of midwifing that transition. This is something that is exceptional in the environment that we are in today, and it's something that I think that most leaders, business leaders, should emulate. In the life of every company, there's a growth phase, there's a maturity phase, and there's a decline if leadership falls off. But when leadership sees the wisdom in transferring the reins to a new set of people, be it internal, be it external, whoever provides the kind of insight and the competence to take the firm to the next level, then you really need to appreciate people like that, because what she did is rare, and the firm, the country is better off for it. So, great appreciation to you, Mama. It has time to give her a recognition. Please sit down, we are recognizing you. So today would have not been possible without her wisdom and without her guidance through this very difficult process. So thank you very much. I would like to appreciate the press, members of the press who are here today. This message is a fantastic story. It's a story that should be told with the mind of molding the mindset of future leaders. Because our country needs a private sector intervention in turning it around. And that intervention has to come from the mindset of good governance, from a mindset of building to last and building exceptional companies. And so this story, in my view, should be told by you in ways that starts to mold the mind and the action of corporate leaders. It is quite an exceptional story, but we need to push it out there. We need to use it to drive governance, and we need to use it to start providing the needed intervention for a country like Nigeria. The last set of people I would like to appreciate are the staff of ABI. I think that the struggle of a transition is not possible without exceptional staff. ABI, for a firm that has run for 29 years, you can imagine the kind of change that is required from time to time. The wisdom and the competence and the skill that you need in your first 5 years are different from the ones you need in the next 15 years, 20 years. So, at every point in time when there's a need for change, you need people that have the flexibility of mindset to accept the change and to accept the culture and embrace the new culture that will take them to the right place. What I've seen in ABI is quite an exceptional transformation. Yes, I'm sure your management will push you strongly, but I know deep down in the hearts of management, they've seen something quite exceptional in you guys, because that transformation indeed happened very fast. Most firms would experience a turnaround over a 5-year period, but ABI, as it is, has pushed forth the transformation in less than 18 months. That is quite exceptional. I give due regards to the staff of ABE, and I urge you to keep it up. I urge you to push for that, because the expectation of shareholders are never limited. You know, when you give exceptional return, we ask for more exceptional return. But one thing I would always want to state is that on the board, to the extent that we have influence, we will push the philosophy of the MDP, which is you grow wealth, you grow value, and you share value. And so we'll be at the forefront to ensuring that the sustainable growth that you put in place is one that you would share with your family and you would be happy that you did it. And to the investing public, I would say buy ABE shares. Buy ABE shares. Buy ABE shares. The story is just beginning, and it's going to be a glorious story. And so in covering this, please let the public know that something exceptional is happening in ABE, and it's under the leadership of the board, led by the chair, and the management, led by the group MD, by the MD, sorry sir. So, thank you very much for participating in this event, and we appreciate you. May God protect you as you go back to your various destinations. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much. A round of applause for Mr. Nasir Opanago. So we come officially to the end of this program, the launch of the new ABE logo, Building Dreams, as you have seen it there. So we'll have a press conference, and of course, we'd like to say thank you to everyone. Thank you, ma'am, for honoring our invitation. It was really good to have you. And thank you all. Thank you so much. It's been a great day, I believe. And so we'll proceed to the press conference and the photo option. Thank you.
Me alone.